Hi, thank you for tuning in to Global Elite Academy. If you want to open up your own home health agency, please go to globaleliteacademy.net. That's globaleliteacademy.net. Now, I have been weekly giving you directions on how to open up a home health agency in every city. And mostly, I'm telling in every state, and mostly I'm telling you about IHSS, which is in-home support services. What city is offering it and what city isn't. On this audio, I want to do a general detailed on how to open a home health agency no matter what city you're in. Clearly, the license is not going to be included in here, but this is just general information. A lot of people ask me for a home health agency, can they open it in their home? And the answer is yes. If you have a bedroom or, a den or something and you want to turn that into an office, you could do that. But you need to have a virtual address. Don't use your home address for your business address. Let it be separate. Get another phone number, a whole different, phone number from your home phone or your cell. And then you're going to get a virtual address. And that's where all your business mail would go. So when you would apply for anything, credit or whatever under your business, you would use the virtual address. Another thing is, why do you choose to open up a non-medical agency? What is your reason? So in order to be able to really understand or look at so you could see it, why you want to do this, because some people just they don't even know what they want to do. They just say, oh, I want to open up an agency. One girl told me it seems like it was easy. And then when she got into it, she said it was so stressful. So that you can look at, you just don't pick a business and just say, oh, I'm going to open this up. You need to do research about a business. So when you decide that you want to open up an agency, you should create a business plan. The business plan, you're going to look at your target marketing, how much you'll be paid, how much you'll have to invest, your marketing strategy. And then all your plan will be outlined and you'll be able to see if this is something that's going to be beneficial for you. This guy contacted me and he wanted to sell tea tree. He found a company that he could buy the tea tree, which is essential oils. He found a company that was selling it for $12 a bottle. And he was going to sell it to the public for $24. I said, you're not going to make a profit because you're buying it over in China for $12. You're going to have to put the shipping on it. I don't know what the shipping is now since the tariff war. And then, so you got to deduct you're paying $12 for it. You got to add in the price. And then and then you got to add in marketing and all that. What is your margin going to be? He's not going to be able to sell it for $24. He might be able to, if he sell it for $24, he only going to make like $2 when you put the shipping and everything and the packaging and the boxing and all that into it. Because once it's shipped to him from China, then it'll come to him and then he would have to reship it to the client. You have to deduct all that and put that in your final price. So $12 plus whatever the shipping is and whatever other costs you run into. So the only profit margin he's going to have is something like $2, if that. So you can't just say, I want to do a business and don't even know what it consists of. So a good business plan is a good layout to show if this is something you want to do and if you're going to make money from it. Because a lot of you that say you want to do home care, you never been in healthcare at all. You don't even know how to get patients. Do you know that there's a lot of agencies that open up and after 3 years in the business, they end up closing because they cannot find patients. They don't have a clue where to find them from. So you can't just say I want to do this business and you haven't checked it out. So when you do a business plan, it allows you to be able to research what the business that you're going into and see if this is something you want to do. The other thing, what is the business structure that you're going to file? Are you a corporation? Are you a LLC? Are you a sole, individual? What is the structure of your business? Now, I have a lot of people come to me and say they want to do an LLC. And I'll say, why? They don't know just because they want to do an LLC. Then I'll say, well, have you thought about a corporation? And they'll say, no, they never thought about that. I said, a corporation is good because you could give your relatives share. Like if you want to leave a shares to your daughter or shares to your grandchildren. And they'd be like, oh, they didn't know that. You need to investigate. Call your financial person or tax person and ask them what would be the good structure for your business to go under. The other thing is financing. I have so many people that come and want to open up an agency. And then when I say, well, how much do you have for marketing? They don't have anything. How do you think you're going to have a business if you can't market? You have to, who's going to know your business is there but you? So you have to put money up for marketing. Also, if you're coming to someone like me, a consulting company, it's expensive for us to help you get your business on board. Most companies charge for a non-medical home health. They charge between $12,000 and $15,000 to help you get started. That includes everything, except for they do not help you get patients. We show you where to get patients at. So we definitely charge a little more. We charge $15,500 to help you because we're going to help you, with the policy procedure. We help you with everything, but we do help you with the patients. I work with an IT company that's fantastic. Approximately, 2.5 months, maybe a little longer, they'll get you on the first page of Google. And that's where you need to be, the first page of Google, so that you can advertise, your business. Also, a lot of people who starts off in non-medical, they don't even know about IHSS. So right there, that puts them at a disadvantage because just owning a home health agency, that means you're only going to take private pay, and those are people who can afford it, and on long-term insurance. And a lot of people don't even know about long-term insurance. So they don't even know about IHSS. IHSS is a community-based program, like I've told you, that Medicare pays for. So it's for people that are low income. You need those kind of clients. You are not going to get low income for a non-medical agency when you're looking for people. You're not, because the rates are too expensive and they cannot afford it. So you could forget about it. The patients that you're going to have to be marketing to are millionaires or very close to millionaires. And again, you don't even have a clue where you even get it from. So we do charge a little bit more at globaleliteacademy.net because we really set you up for success and help you get patients. Also, we have a network. It's a software network where you'll be connected with the hospitals, rehab, doctor's offices, And we really work for you. You know, you'll be connected with them, and then you could present yourself to them, and then they'll, refer patients to you. So we have a lot of things that we do to help you set up for success. So the other thing, okay, so financing, you have to have the money to be able to pay for marketing. I had a guy come to me, he paid $30,000 on branding. He was just opening his company. He bought uniforms for his employees, ink pens, all this, $30,000. When I said, what do you have for marketing? He says, I don't have anything. He paid all his money on branding. What is the sense to pay all your money on branding and then you have no money left for marketing? That doesn't even make sense. Remember this, without patience, you don't have a business. You have got to have patience in order to have a business. So how are you going to get some of these patients? You need to market. So you need some type of financing. I've also had people come to me. I let them put half down or 5,000 down. They start paying and then they don't have the money to continue paying because they think they're going to get a patient quick. Child, listen to me. I am not helping you get a patient if you have not paid me. It doesn't work like that. You have to pay up a certain portion of the 15,500 before I'm going to help you get patients. Some people think they're going to come pay 5,000 and then I'm going to help them get a patient right away. And then my money is out there. So if you get a patient and know how to get patients, you don't need me anymore. And then you won't pay my money. You see, I've had people jam me up like that before. So you need to come with enough money so that you could be able to, go through the training and everything. And then we'll get around to, when you've paid so much of the money, then I'll show you how to get your patients. So you definitely need financing. If you need to go to the bank to get financing, or you know what I mean, you need financing because you have to pay. If you've got a consulting company like myself helping you, then you need to pay the consulting company. You need to pay for your marketing. What I just told you about to get on the first page of Google. You need to pay for that, and that takes money. And also another thing is, what is that? I think is, where it's Google, where you, what do you call it? Where you pay, I can't think of it. It's Google. It is Google, but it's, where you pay for advertising. You pay for the ad. It's not, I can't think of it. But anyway, for whatever your marketing need is, because you have to have a strategy for your marketing. Now, you could go around to doctors' offices and things like that. That don't mean they're going to take you. And to eliminate that problem, that's why we, give you the network, because all of the doctors and everything is included in the network. And you cannot market to a hospital. When I first started my business, I didn't know that. I spent a lot of time sending them email, letters, over and over and over. They were just getting them and throwing them away. They never did answer me back. You cannot market to a hospital unless you go on a platform that offers that. And we do have that. And we show you how to do that. So this is the end of part 1, how to open your home health agency, home care agency, non-medical home care agency. And I'm going to pick up, we're going to end with this financing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week.